T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? How are you, sir?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Bro, who turned off the heat in Houston? Why is it so cold?
And all the people up in Canada now are going to say, you're a baby.
Exactly. And I am a baby.
What is the temperature here? What is it? All right, so let's see. It's 50 in Houston.
But it's going to drop. I looked at the weather this morning.
Yeah.
And so, you know how when you normally look at the weather, it kind of has an uptrend. It's got a downtrend today, bro.
Okay.
It will get progressively colder throughout the day.
All right.
So,
all right.
I think we're situated now.
All right. Who do we have on Zoom?
Chrissy DeLisser. We have Chrissy DeLisser. She says it's 12 degrees in New York. Stop whining. Okay.
Yeah. Dan Hansen. I'll take 50. It's 21 in Chicago.
Oh.
Hey, Forrest Daly. 75 here in Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
I'll take 75 right now.
Yeah.
Please give me some. Give me some.
18 in Baltimore. Feels like 7, says Carla.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. All right.
I moved to Texas to get away from this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so here's Monica from Budapest. It's 38 in Budapest.
Oh, my God.
Whoa. Hey.
But 38 what? Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
That's definitely Fahrenheit. If it's Celsius, that would be hot. All right, Tim Lambert, 35 in Dallas? What?
Oh, my God. 26 in Philly. Feels like -2 in Michigan.
Yeah.
Guess who's not coming to Michigan?
Listen to this. Earl, -13 degrees Fahrenheit in Montreal.
Oh, my goodness.
What the heck?
Oh, my God.
Man.
Whoever is controlling the weather is not playing fair.
No.
All right. So let's see who else we have. You've got it all planned out, bro. You've got your Ibüümerang jacket,
yeah,
your Elevate shirt, and your Elevate hat. So you're like all cozied up.
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't prepared, bro.
I am not prepared
this morning,
today.
I was like, little chilly.
Yeah. So I'm over here. I'm starting thinking about going upstairs to get my hoodie, but I got this boot on. So I'm like,
Yeah. All right, let's see. Who else do we have on?
Let's see. We've got Lynette Alston from Rocky Mountain, North Kakalaka, where it's 21 degrees. Way to go.
Oh.
Who do we have on Facebook? Let's see.
Yes, Tawanda McCullum.
We have
North Carolina.
It's moving pretty quick here. We got Rosalind Collins Nelore from Shreveport, Louisiana, where it's 48 degrees.
Yeah.
Edgar Lohman from Detroit.
Hey, check this out.
Yes, sir.
Cosmin Daniel Cristace, 56 in Italy.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little chilly in Italy today.
Yeah.
Yeah, brr. All right.
You're sick.
Who else we got? Kiara Lasti. Where are you, Kiara? In Puerto Vallarta, 85 degrees. Come on down. We are coming. I'll be there this afternoon. Sold.
She's living the life down there. Kiara. Kiara and B. Dude.
Who does that? Who just like up and moves from Houston to Puerto Vallarta and doesn't take T. Gray and Mark with them?
Definitely.
Yeah.
The nerve.
The nerve of them. Like, what was that about?
Dr. Latrice Legendaire, ready to warm up on flight school, sent 1,000 stars.
Bro, I think I see the record breaker here on Facebook. Aniko Balzer from Vermont.
Yeah.
-6.
Ooh. No.
No?
-11 is the winner. Montreal.
Right. Montreal, -11.
Yeah,
Okay.
-11. Yeah.
You know what? Once you get to minus,
Yeah.
like who's even counting anymore?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like if we get to minus in Houston, guess what I'm gonna do? Pack. I'm gonna start
It
packing.
almost did last February. Dude.
Yeah, you're right.
It got to 11. 11. Yeah. Hey, Leonard Maley, flight school from Southfield, Michigan, sent 1,000 stars. Thank you, Leonard.
And I think the winner in the opposite direction is Angie Wallace in Aruba, where it is 81 degrees.
No. 85, beat that. Puerto Vallarta.
That's right. Puerto Vallarta was 85.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, they're inventing so many new things and new technologies every day. I cannot wait until they invent the ability to teleport. Because if I could press a button and instantaneously be someplace else, I'd be hanging out with Kiara or Angie Wallace, one of the two.
Hey, we've got Renee Young. Somebody kept me Mother Nature a boomerang. Guess it's going to be me. She needs a vacation. There we go, Renee.
She does, because she's not happy today.
Hey, Ruth Washington sent 1,000 stars. Thank you, Ruth.
Maurice Burns, minus is not a competition, it's survival.
That is so true. That is true.
Oh my God, I absolutely love it. Well, good. Hey, you guys, we are so excited you guys are here with us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world, whether it's cold, whether it's warm, whether it's hot. We love you guys. You're in the right place at the right time. We promised you something last week.
Yeah.
We promised you that we're taking flight school to a whole new level, and we are about to dive in and start to deliver on that. But the one thing that's not going to change about flight school is it will continue to be fun. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the minute it stops being fun, I'm not going to be here on Saturday.
That's it. I was just going to say the same thing. The minute it stops being fun, bro, I'm out. I am out.
Mm-hmm.
No way. I wouldn't do this. If you know what? I wouldn't do this because everybody has a good time. Everybody has a good time.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So
all right.
Let's let the good times roll, bro. You got the slides. Let's do this thing.
Hey, so let's warn everybody.
Okay.
Okay, let's warn everybody because we're getting right into the training this morning.
There are
no announcements that we're doing. We are getting right into the training.
We're diving in.
If you want your team on, get them on now.
Last chance.
Last chance, dude. Yeah.
Last chance for romance. Well, maybe not for romance, but last chance to get on at the beginning of the training.
What are you saying? God. You leave it to T. Gray. Okay.
All right, let's do this thing. So, disclaimer. Guess what, folks? We are talking about money today because we are getting into the comp plan training series. So we are going to talk about money. So absolutely important today that we talk about that we share our disclaimer that says that we are not making income claims or income guarantees, right? Because while Ibüümerang is fantastic, exciting, and lucrative, the amount of money that you're going to make is totally up to you and the amount of work and effort you are willing to put in. All right. Some people are going to say with me, some are going to do a little and make a little. Some are going to do a lot and make a lot. And some are going to do absolutely nothing and make absolutely nothing at all. It's all up to you. And that's what the disclaimer says. So let's get down to business, like Janice Griggs just said in the Zoom.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Hey.
All right. Welcome to our comp plan training series. We talked about this at headquarters and we said, you know what? We want to make sure everybody understands how to get paid. Like I said in Jerry Maguire, show me the money. So we're going to show you guys the money. However, we recognize that if we do the whole comp plan at once, the mind can only absorb what the behind can endure. So we're going to break it down into bite-sized pieces. And today we're going to cover, I'll call it like 1.75 topics. And we're going to talk about how to stay active and how to stay qualified. We're going to talk about the retail and direct bonuses, and we're going to talk about fast start bonus. And then, since we're talking about fast start bonus, which is really the meat and potatoes, and it's what you earn when you enroll new people, we're going to have rock star diamond ambassador, the sponsor monster himself, Avinash Nagamah, all the way from the United Kingdom, come on and teach you how to be a sponsor monster. You ready, Mark?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm strapped in. I've got my seatbelt on, ready to rock.
Let's do it. I have none of those things because you know I'm not prepared, but let's rock and roll. Let's talk about how to stay active and qualify. Let's start with that. All right, guys. If you want to earn the bigger, deeper parts of the compensation plan, you have to be active, you have to be qualified. Those parts of the comp plan are the dual team bonuses, unilevel commissions, leadership development bonuses, star achiever bonus, and the lifestyle bonus. Those are reserved for ambassadors who have activated their position and who remain active every single month.
All right. Step one, you need to activate. And how do you do that? Activate your position when you achieve 200 PQB in a 60-day period. So that's when you buy the coach pack, the business pack, or the first class pack. So slower, you need to, if you want to do it fast, get the coach pack or higher. Slower, generate 200 PQV from customer volume. Okay.
Right. And the reason that's slower is because you're waiting on somebody else to do it.
Right. Yeah. So, but again, stand by, and then you need to generate 200 PQV. But again, the fastest way to do it, coach, business, or first class.
There you go. So that's step one. Step two, now that you've activated your position, that's something you only need to do that one time. After that, remaining active is something that you do every month. And how do you do that? 100 PQV, right? PQV stands for personal qualifying volume. How do you do that? Well, there's a few different ways. Number one, you can do it through personal purchases and auto ship. So for example, if you purchased 4 boxes of Zent's Moods, each one would give you 25 PQV, 25 times 4 is 100. Boom, you're active for the month. Okay. You could put that on an auto ship so it happens automatically. Okay. Another way you can do it is through your subscriptions if you choose. So if you choose an iGo subscription, that's 100 PQV. If you choose an Elevate subscription, that's also 100 PQV. And yes, there's a third way. Your customers' purchases count as PQV for you. So if you have a customer that bought 4 boxes of Zents, guess what? That's 100 PQV. You're active. If you have a customer that has an Elevate subscription, that's 100 PQV. Guess what? You're active. So there's a lot of different ways to stay active. And you know what, Mark? This kind of just says to me, there's no reason to not be active.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right. So personal qualifying volume and managing your subscription. So 50 qualified or 50 QV in qualifying volume, limited back office access, purchases only. Okay. 100 qualifying volume, active and full access to the tools and information that you need to build your business. 300 QV, now you are a star achiever. And this excludes enrollments and upgrades. Okay. So 300 in qualifying volume. Double check, okay, to make sure that you have the right subscriptions enabled. Disable any subscriptions that do not apply to your personal business plan. Okay. Remember, refunds create negative volume, so be sure that you still have enough PQV for your star achiever qualification. And then check your personal qualifying volume 5 days before the end of the month. Make sure you have what you need for your goal. Put a reminder in your calendar. I do that with a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. So I do not forget. So again, put it 5 days before.
Yep. You know what, Mark? I personally would be embarrassed to call my upline or customer support team and say, hey, I forgot to do my order last month. Can you help me out? Because at the end of the day, you're in business, right? And you're in business to win and to make money. You got to take responsibility, right? And one of the things that we learned from Holton Buggs, our CEO, our visionary leader, is that successful people live by their calendar. So here's a success habit. Live by your calendar. Put things that you need to remember in your calendar. Like Mark said, put it in your calendar 5 days before the end of the month, 5 days for the end of the month. Check my volume. Am I qualified? Am I active? Right? That's when you want to check it, not after the month is over. Okay. And if you do that and you create that culture in your team, you're going to see some great things happen in your business. All right. I think there's a step 3, which is yes, to qualify for the bonuses. Right. So we taught you how to activate. We taught you how to stay active. Now we're going to show you how to qualify for the bigger bonuses. If you want to get paid in the dual team, which we will discuss in detail next week, you need to not only be active, but you need to have at least one person that you have enrolled personally who has activated their position and who is active on each side of your business. So that's 2 people, one on the left, one on the right, right? So that means that these are people who have at least one time in their Ibüümerang career done 200 PQV within a 60-day period of time, right? Or maybe they came in at coach or higher, and they're doing at least 100 PQV each month. So you need to monitor that if you want to get paid in the dual team, right? Now, in the unilevel, it's a little bit different. To get paid in the unilevel commissions, which is the monthly residual commissions, for that one, you only need one person, okay? You need one person who is activated and who continues to be active, and then that will trigger you getting paid at least on that line of business.
Cool. So the person I put in for the dual team, like if I put in you on my right side,
yes, sir.
Does that also qualify me for the unilevel?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. And you know what I like about this, Mark? Because we're breaking it down this way, we can take a little bit of time and make it super clear.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. So we get into the retail and direct bonuses. And direct bonuses.
See how easy that was, everybody? We're done with that. We're on topic number 2.
We're qualified. Yeah. We're activated.
Yeah. Now we're getting money, right?
Now we're getting money.
Here's what's cool about retail and direct customer bonuses. These are the bonuses that you get for your personal sales, right? Of all the different Ibüümerang products, okay? And here is the crazy thing. You don't need to have any personal volume to get your direct sales bonuses, okay? We will always give you that, all right? So when it comes to product sales, you're going to earn the difference between wholesale and retail. We got 2 examples on the screen. So let's suppose you sell a Zent's Moods. Wholesale is $24.95. The customer pays $29.95. So that means you get a bonus of $5. So if they make this purchase through your Powered by IGO site, we will collect the $29.95, and then we'll put the $5 retail commission in your weekly check on the 2nd Monday following the sale. Okay. So always count 2 Mondays, and then you'll know exactly when you're going to get paid on direct bonuses and product sales commissions. Here's the example on Skin Tech. All right. Let's suppose your customer buys a 50 milliliter 2-pack. They pay $39.99. Your price is $25.99. The difference is $14. Guess what? That's your retail bonus. If they make this purchase through your Powered by IGO site, we will put the $14 in your check. Of course, if you sell it to them directly, you can put the $14 in your pocket.
Cool. Good stuff. All right. Now the travel savings bonus. I love these travel savings bonuses. You know, man, these are incredible. So now the ambassador platform is on the left, and you'll see that you get twice as much volume from that. And then the customer platform is on the right, and they get half the volume. So the savings for the customer. So again, this is, I think, yeah, it's Cancun. We've got a hotel here that's a 5-star hotel. The public price is $1,046. Your savings is $424. Total with tax is the $621, and the savings is 37%. For the customer platform, they only see the public price and the savings of $212. So that $212, they save that money. They don't care. I mean, they're thinking that this is exactly what it is that they're looking at, is all they see is the 212, but
right.
You're seeing the 424. The savings for the customer is 212. Your travel savings bonuses is 50% as the referring ambassador. So you're going to get the bonus of $106. You're going to get $140 in commissionable volume, which is $74.
Absolutely. And so that's 100% on target. Just realize, guys, the customer saves half of what you save because they don't pay for their iGo, right? So there's the free version. So they get half the savings, and then half of what they save goes in your pocket. And now in terms of when this bonus is paid out, this bonus gets paid out about 1 to 2 months after the trip has been completed. Okay. So this week, this one doesn't get paid out as quickly because we have to wait until the trip has been completed. We have to wait for the partner to pay us, and then we can pay you. So that's how that one works. All right. The next one, I believe. Oh, yeah, we have some detail though. So with regard to the travel savings bonus, the amount of your bonus is going to vary based on which pack you have. And this is why I live in a first class world, right? Because first class gets all the bonus. So if the customer saves $200, the bonus is $100. If you're first class, you get 100% of the bonus, so you get $100. If you're coach, you get, and if that's first or business. If you're coach, you only get half the bonus. So customer saves $200, the bonus is $100, coach class person gets $50. Bet you didn't know that. All right. Standby only gets 25% of the bonus. So what does that mean? Customer saves $200. The direct bonus is $100. Standby gets 25% of that, or $25. Okay. So first class is the best.
Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, man, I only go first class.
There you go. Because you're a first class kind of guy.
Yeah, for sure. You are too.
Thank you, brother.
All right, Bill Genius. So in this example, if the customer saves $100 per month and the customer pays Bill Genius $50 a month, so it's a split with Bill Genius. Mm-hmm. Bill shares 7.5% of that $50 with the referring ambassador. That's $3.75 a month. And then Bill shares 7.5% of that with the upline 7 levels. So that's $3.75 a month as well. So there's earnings there on that 7.5% that the customer pays.
Yep. Now, keep in mind that Bill saves people money on electricity and gas and deregulated markets in the United States as well. And because the margins are different there, the bonus is less. Elevate. So what if you have an Elevate customer? Well, the customer pays a retail price of $129.99. The wholesale price, which is what you would pay as an ambassador, is $99.99. So that's a $30 difference. And we give the $30 to you. And guess what? The customer pays that every month. So you earn the $30 every month. Super cool.
Yeah.
And that bonus is paid on the second Monday. Okay. And then kind of backtracking to Bill Genius. Bill Genius is paid on the same schedule as iGo, typically a month to 2 months after the customer's payment.
Cool. Hey, and then, when the customer pays their subscription, there's a $30 bonus coming.
Yes, sir.
What is the PQV associated with that?
100. And all of these, by the way, every single one of these generates PQV for the ambassador, right? And sometimes the PQV is a little bit, right? Because let's say in the case of a Build Genius, sometimes a person has a small savings and you might get 2, 3, 5, or 10 PQV, right? You might have a customer who has a big IGO savings, and I've seen people get 200 or 300 PQV on one trip. Could also be 25 PQV, right? But it all adds up to what your PQV is. And then guess what else, Mark? They all have CV.
They do.
They all have CV. So it pays to have a lot of customers in your group because the CV goes into the unilevel in the monthly commissions, and that is super exciting for the people in the upline.
Yeah. Lobbing those softballs, you're knocking them out of the park.
Yep. Yep.
All right. The fast start bonus.
Wow. Did we power through that already? Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So easy. All right. Let's talk about fast start bonuses. So fast start bonuses happen when you enroll a new person. Okay. And we're going to always pay you the fast start bonus. You don't have to be, you don't have to have a kit. You could be a standby person and you can enroll a first class person and you will get the fast start bonus. Okay. So what is the fast start bonus? The fast start bonus is the level 1 bonus on the enrollment pack and the upgrade orders that are made as long as a person does it with upgrades within their first 60 days. Okay. So what does that mean? If they don't upgrade within their first 60 days, you don't get a fast start bonus. Okay. So you want to make sure, because it's no longer a fast start. After 60 days, it's a slow start, right? So the fast start bonus is also paid. It's paid on the package CV. It's paid on the commissionable volume, not the dollars. It's not paid. So if somebody signs up for first class pack, it's $1,000. You don't get paid the fast start bonus on $1,000. You get paid fast start bonus on the CV, which is 600 CV. Okay. Fast start bonuses are paid on the second Monday, right? So Mark, we typically constantly have people ask us, I enroll somebody on Saturday. How come I didn't get it on Monday? Because you got to count 2 Mondays, right? 2 Mondays. And so kind of here's an example. If this little chart shows, if you enroll somebody at first class, you're going to make $90. If you enroll someone at business class, you're going to make $45. And if you enroll someone at coach class, you're going to make $22.50. Okay. So that's how that works. Someone asked before, if I only enroll one, you hold it until I enroll a second person. No, if you only enroll one, we'll pay it to you on the second Monday. So there you go.
So is there a fast start bonus promo going?
So from time to time, we do fast start bonus promos. Okay. At the time that we're recording this training, we actually have one going on called the Sponsor Monster program, where we're actually awarding a little extra kicker on top of what you see on the screen. But this is the normal fast start bonus that applies at all times.
Perfect. Beautiful. Woo, this is an eye chart. Cool.
Now, this is magic.
It is.
Okay, this is magic. The fast start accelerator bonus. Now, what this does is it allows leaders to benefit from assisting in their team development. It also creates a scenario where more people get paid versus one person getting paid. All right. We actually didn't start with this, and most companies don't have this. You'll have people call you up or try to recruit you to other companies and say, well, we get a bigger fast start. You only get $90. We get $180, right? You only get half of what we get. But here's the thing. When more people get paid, you have more excitement. So what we wanted to, you could have one person get paid a lot, and now that one person is excited, or you can have a lot of people get paid, And now you got a lot of people who are excited and going to work, and your team grows faster. Remember, who designed this comp plan? Holton Buggs. He is the record holder for highest paid person in the industry out of one position. He is a comp plan genius, right? So what I would say is you'd kind of have small-minded people trying to show you and entice you with other things, but they really don't know what they're talking about because they don't understand the back-end dynamics of the business, right? So that's the second thing that this does. The third thing that this does is it rewards you for working deep in your group and on both sides of your dual team, right? So one thing that some people will do is, well, I don't earn any money directly on the people on the stronger side of my dual team, so I don't work with those people. Well, no, with the Fast Start Accelerator bonus, you do work with them because you're going to get paid through the different levels as new people join the team. And so again, this is another piece of genius from our visionary leader, Holton Buggs. Now, how does this work? It basically pays out a Fast Start bonus through 7 levels. Okay. It says the first level, of course, is the direct Fast Start bonus for the enroller. Remember, we always pay that out to the enroller, but we pay out a second level Fast Start bonus, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh. And to qualify, it's not based on rank. It's based on how many people you have personally enrolled that are active. So anybody can qualify for all 7 levels. Can we go back? Let's go back to stay on that other one. Anybody can qualify for all 7 levels. Okay. All you have to do. So if you personally enroll 10 people and they all stay active and you're a director, guess what? You get paid all 7 levels of the Fast Start bonus. Okay. Now, one other thing we want to let you know before we give you an example is that this bonus has full compression. What does that mean? It means that whenever you have someone who is not qualified for a particular level, it just bumps up and compresses and pays that level to the next person who's qualified. Right. So this is the mind of Holton Buggs. We don't create breakage in this part of our comp plan. We find somebody else to pay it to. All right. So Mark, let's go to the next slide and you can show people this example of how this could work.
Oh, you're on a roll, bro.
Okay. All right. I'll keep it going. So here's an example. Here's an example, guys. Let's suppose Tom so let's suppose you enrolled Mary enrolled Joe enrolled Bob enrolled Susan enrolls Jane enrolls Tom. All right. And now Tom brings in a new person, Diane. She's brand new down at the bottom. She came in at first class because we live in a first class world, and that's 600 CV, right? Tom, because he is the sponsor, he gets that level 1 bonus. She's on his level 1. So Tom earns $90. And in most companies, that's where it stops. Tom earns a bonus, nobody else earns a bonus. Here's the genius of the Fast Start Accelerator bonus. Jane was helping Tom. Remember, Tom is brand new. He's only been in business like 2 days. Who did the presentation for Tom to help Diane get started? Jane. So Diane is on Jane's level 2. Guess what? Jane gets a Fast Start bonus. Also, she gets $18. All right. Susan is, and that's because Jane has 2 personal enrollments, so she qualifies for it. Susan, Jane's sponsor, also has 2 personal enrollments, so she gets a Fast Start bonus when Diane started too. She gets $12. Now, if Bob wants to get a Fast Start bonus, he's got to have 4 people, and guess what? He does. So he got a Fast Start bonus too. He got $12. Joe had 6 people personally enrolled, so he qualified for that level 5 Fast Start bonus because guess what? Diane is on his level 5. He got $12. Mary, who happens to have 8 personal enrollments who are active, Guess what? She got a fast start bonus too when Diane enrolled. She got $12. Diane is on Mary's 6th level, and you up at the top providing leadership and coaching and doing meetings and whatever, et cetera. Guess what? You've got 10 personal enrollments. And even though Diane is on your level 7, you got a fast start bonus, $24. So whereas in some other companies, 1 person gets paid, in our company, 7 people get paid. You don't have 1 excited person. You got 7 excited people. And that is a catalyst for great things to happen in your business.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is all designed for you to lead at the top and work at the bottom. Yeah. So,
okay, Mark. Hey guys, put that in your journal.
Yeah.
What Mark just said, don't miss that.
Yeah.
That is a network marketing wealth principle.
Yeah.
Mark, say it again.
So, yeah. Lead at the top, work at the bottom. So, and again, you notice this. Tom is the one who sponsored Diane. Now, Jane might have helped him, but you should always be down working at the lower part of your dual team, at the very bottom. That's where the excitement is. That's where the action is. And if somebody comes in and doesn't get support within 48 hours, they're out. Yeah. Yep.
Now, somebody's asking the question, do the active ambassadors need to be on different, sides of your dual team? No, you could have 10 people that you personally enrolled that are all at the left side or all on the right side of your dual team. Doesn't matter. We're just counting. Do you have 10? All right. So dual team is where the left and right split matters. Fast start bonus, we just care. We're just looking to see how many do you have? Do you qualify to get paid on those lower levels?
Yeah. Yeah. Tammy says, wow, this is a wow moment and an eye opener. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is it, Tammy. This is how it works.
Yeah. Absolutely. So now you guys know how it works. What we're going to do, because I think, is this the end of this?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into we're going to take a commercial break, but we taught you how you get paid when you enroll people. Last year, toward the end of the year, we ran a challenge, a sponsoring challenge, and Diamond Avinash Nagamah won it in an incredible fashion. Truly a sponsor monster. So now that you know how to get paid, he's going to show you how to actually enroll those people. And so after we finish with our commercials, we're going to go through our promos and all that kind of stuff. We're going to bring him on and he's going to show you how to actually make that money. All right.
Who better to bring on than a guy that has sponsored 40 people in 1 month?
Oh my God.
40 people in 1 month.
Dude. What?
All right. Next
so
week, we're going to talk about advancing ranks and we're going to talk about the dual team. So,
yep. So, hey guys, check it out. This is the new flight school. If your people missed it, your people missed it. And so now what happens is now that you've got a taste of it, now you know what you really want to promote in your group.
Cool.
All right.
Good stuff. On to the announcement. So Zoom call codes. We are rocking on Zoom call codes. So these are also on iboomhub.com. Okay. iboomhub.com. Go over to resources and then drop down to the BüüM TV schedule. BüüM TV schedule. And you'll find these Zoom codes here. At this point in time, go ahead and screenshot this. Okay. New BüüM codes. Yeah. Now, the other thing too is we also post these every day. Every day we're going to be posting these, and that's the schedule for the day. All right. Cool.
Hey, before we go further, if we can take the slides down for 1 second, I was looking at some of the questions I'm getting in the chat. Okay. And one of the comments that I'm seeing in the chats is people are saying, these slides need to be in the presentation. These slides need to be in the presentation. what we want to tell you is why they're not in the presentation, because it will make a really long presentation, right? Just look at what just happened here. It took us almost 30 minutes to cover those 3 topics, and that's only a slice of the comp plan. And when you guys see the rest of the other segments, you're going to be like, okay, those slides should be in the presentation too. And if we put them all in there, you probably end up with a 2-hour presentation. Okay. And nobody's going to join your business if you're doing a 2-hour presentation. Besides, remember, new people, a new prospect seeing a presentation for the first time is not going to understand, remember, or absorb all of that. If you put all those slides in a presentation and you gave new people a quiz afterwards on the comp plan parts of the presentation, every one of them would fail. Right? So here's my recommendation. The presentation is high level and it's designed to show people the concept. Okay. What you can do is let's suppose, and this is what we used to do too. We used to do a presentation. We'd take a sign up break, and then we could do a little fast start training afterwards. And that's where you can get into some of the comp plan. Or you can say, hey, look, if for any of you who really want to understand the details of the comp plan, we're going to take a sign up break, and then we can go through the comp plan, so the highlights of the comp plan afterwards. So you want to always think, remember, you're in the business. You're seeing it from the lens of someone who's on the inside. And you know the 100 things that make this an incredible business, right? But remember, a brand new person seeing it for the first time cannot digest all 100 of those things. So don't try to give it to them, because then it's called trying to give them water, trying to get them to drink water through a fire hose. All right, you want to just give them a glass of water.
Yeah, and this is just the fast start bonus. Boy, we're getting into the dual team next week and everything else. I mean, this could end up being like a 6-hour presentation. So here's my recommendation. You know what? At the time, if somebody asks a question about the comp plan and they're sitting there and they just saw the presentation and they're sitting there and they ask a question about the comp plan, go ahead and let them know. If they don't ask a question, get them signed up.
That's right. Okay,
get them signed up, because you can go over the comp plan with them later.
Yeah.
Get them in the business.
A lot of times people, Mark, they just don't know when to stop selling.
Yeah, they don't. And that was me.
Mm-hmm.
That was me. And that was you. And,
yeah, it was me. We all had our time. When the person was already in, they made up their mind. Okay, I'm in. I want to do this. You don't need all those details to make the decision to join the business. Now, here's one thing that we are going to do for you. We're doing this training this way so that we can take each segment and make it its own short little video.
Yeah.
So today we actually recorded 3 comp plan videos, and you didn't even notice. We recorded a video on how to be active and qualified. We recorded a video on how the direct and retail bonuses work. And we recorded a video on how the fast start bonuses work. And by the time we're done, we'll have, it sounds like it's going to be maybe about 10 or 11 videos, right? Mini videos. Yeah. And we're going to put them in YouTube, on our YouTube channel, as a comp plan series playlist. And we're going to put it up on iBoom Hub and all that kind of stuff, so that it becomes easy for a person to go and understand and learn about the comp plan and digest all the little pieces.
Cool. Good stuff. Now, can we go forward, folks?
Let's do it.
There we go. Awesome. All right, cool. Zoom codes, they're up there. They're on iboomhub.com. Go to iBoom Hub, go to resources, go down to Boom TV schedule. All right. Dream night.
Dream night.
Magical. Was it magical?
It was magical. You caught me texting.
Okay. All right. Okay. So iboomstream.com, go to iboomstream.com, put in the email that you signed up with for Dream Night. and you can rewatch Dream Night as many times as you want. Awesome, good stuff. I've watched it no less than 3 times. And the one part that I keep watching over and over and over again is Mr. Bugs, his wrap up. That wrap up was truth.
Yes. 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 IBÜMconnect.com. You know, Mark, I could not imagine paying $2 million for a McDonald's franchise and not being connected to the McDonald's Corporation so that I could get updates and messages from the company.
Yeah.
So same thing here. You know, truth of the matter is we have so many people in this industry, even in this company, who earn more money than a person who owns a McDonald's franchise. And so it's very important that each person stay connected. All you have to do is go to IBÜMconnect.com, fill in your information, and then now you'll start receiving text messages from us or Telegram messages from us that will remind you of different things, give you updates on what's happening in the company right to your cell phone.
Yeah. Hey, and Peg Mosier says, I used it this morning to hop on flight school.
Yes.
Thanks, Peg. Nice. All right. Woo, the Boomerang gifts, not gifts.
Remember the video we made this week?
Is it GIFs or GIFs?
I don't know, but it's not a gift.
It's not a gift.
It's not a gift. It's a GIF.
So you
maybe
can,
a GIF.
You can get on your Instagram or Facebook, and yeah, it's GIFs. Yeah, Dynamic Debbie Reeves says GIFs. Tim Lambert says GIFs. And Dr. Latrice says she likes GIFs.
Of course she does.
Yeah, she does. All right.
But this is cool because like when you're making your posts, right? You know, there's if you're making a post on Instagram, like let's say a story post, you swipe up from the bottom, you can put music and different things on there. But now we have our own Ibüümerang stuff, right? So you can swipe up, you're making an Ibüümerang post, you swipe up from the bottom and you can take any one of these things and you can put them in your post and it's super fun.
Cool. Awesome. Hey, also there's a new Elevate schedule as well.
Okay.
So again, go to resources and then go to BÜM TV schedule and you'll find the new Elevate schedule there. There have been some changes. So be sure to take a look at that. And, you know, some of the classes have been moved and some of them have been eliminated. So, so go ahead, take a look. And before you get on, Hey.
All right, we have the Elevate Trading Contest, and it's sponsored by the broker Prevail. And that contest goes through the end of this month. It started on December 1st. It goes through January 31st, and it's super fun. So you've got you can participate with a demo account. You got to set up a $5,000 demo account. This is attached to FX Blue, which is a monitoring service. And the prize for the greatest gain is $500 in a real trading account. You could also participate with a real trading account, at least $500, again, attached to FX Blue, the monitoring service. And the prize, if you win with a real money account, is $1,500, $1,500 in a real trading account. And there's all sorts of parameters to make sure that everybody is trading, you know, on an even playing field. And it's super exciting. Do we know who's in the lead?
Not this week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It could have changed from last week.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And on the demo account, it was a number. So there wasn't a name, there was a number. For the real account last week, Leon James was in the lead. Yeah. Leon James. Yeah.
And by the way, you know what, bro? This is a good point to opportunity to say we are committed to Elevate being the best platform out there. We've made a lot of improvements recently over the past 90 days, and we're going to make a whole lot more. I know we need to make some improvements on the Spanish part, and we're going to do that. We've got an active dialogue with our Elevate leaders. I saw Sylvie Legault. She was applauding that the French sessions are being added and the recordings are being added. So we're good. So we're delivering in French, and I think we're doing good in Italian. And so we're just going to keep making it better every single month. And by the way, let me give you guys an update on the Accelerate app. I know we haven't spoken about it in a while, but let me give you an update on that. We're waiting on Apple. We really are. That app was finished and ready on Dream Night. Mm-hmm. All right. But at that time, we were waiting on Google to approve it for the Google Play Store and Apple to approve it for the Apple Play Store. We've completed Google's process, so we're good to go there. Now we're waiting for Apple. Now we will not release it until we're good to go on both. Okay. And just so you know what the delay is with Apple, there's really just a few questions that they have for us, simple clarifying questions. But because of COVID, they are short on people. And so we're just waiting our turn, not patiently at all, but we're waiting our turn for just to get on the phone with them and have a 15-minute conversation, which is pretty frustrating at this point, but we're in it. Vivian says, that's why I have an Android. No, Vivian, no.
Moving on, girl. Moving on.
All right.
There's a lot of Apple hate going on there. Okay.
A lot of Apple hate right now. The Android people are taking advantage of this moment. And as an Apple person, it hurts me to even make that announcement, but I gotta fill my duty.
Hey, look at this. So Diamond Desi Lapova we have her article up in Business for Home right now.
Ooh,
that happened this morning.
Really?
This morning at 7:58 a.m. So yeah, her article is up. So here we go, folks. This is it. So the Superstar Power Promo, it's going to be the top 2 Superstar Achievers and the top 2 enrollers to qualify. The Superstar Achiever that has qualified 4 times and has the most Star Achievers on their front line is going to be the 2 that we choose. And then, of course, if you're a top enroller, you're a top enroller. There's no counting for that. Just straight up, Avinash Nagamah won that top enroller position. So winners are going to get featured on Top Gun Spotlight, featured on the iBoom Hub blog, and then featured in Business for Home. And This is where it's at, folks. Dude, look at this. Awesome. This is
Desi, right? And you guys did such a great job because she didn't, she's got an article, right?
Yes.
But she has a video.
She can take this link and share it. Now, the other thing that she can do is have her downline, her team share this information.
Come on, Mark, let's play the video. Let's play it. I'm going to play it.
It's 5 minutes, bro.
It's 5 minutes. I'm not going to play it.
Okay.
Because it's 5 minutes. But I mean, beast mode, right? I mean, she's got a video. I mean, this is so cool. She's got an article. Bro, beast. That's now I think more people will really understand why they need to go for it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. Cool.
All right.
Good stuff.
Okay.
So, Superstar Power Promo. Get involved, folks. Become a superstar or become a top enroller.
Want one of those like Desi's got?
Yeah.
Boom. Superstar Power Promo.
Cool. Sponsor Monster.
Sponsor Monster.
Absolutely.
No?
Don't do that. No.
That's bad? Okay.
That was bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Better than being a cookie monster.
Yeah. There's that.
All right. So here's what we're doing, guys. We're adding a little extra juice to the Fast Start bonus. Enroll someone at first class. Instead of getting 90, you get 120. Instead of getting 60 for a business class, you get 40. Instead of getting 45, could you imagine if it was the other way around? Instead of getting 45, you get 60. And instead of getting $22.50 for coach class, you get $30. That is for the month of January only. So get to work, people. Take great notes when Mr. Avinash Nagamah does his training today and get to business right away.
That dude is a sponsor monster for sure.
Yes.
Man. All right. We got diamonds on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Diamonds are on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
And who other than Desi Lipova and Darren Gibson, her mentor. Man.
Yep.
So this is a team. This is the dream team, bro. This
Mhm.
is it. So Darren Gibson, Desi Lipova in Birmingham, Alabama. If you're within 3,000 miles of Birmingham, Alabama, what do I always say? Get there. All right. Saturday, Sunday. So it's 2 days, and they're going to be there. And here's what I did. That big, long Eventbrite string of information there. Go to iboomhub.com, go to events, and I have shortened that link. And all you have to do is just click buy tickets underneath this banner. Okay.
Lord have mercy. So you said go to iBoom.
Yep. iboomhub.com.
Click events. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah. And that's today.
Hold on a minute. So go to iBoom Hub.
Yeah.
Click events.
Yeah.
And then where do I go?
Scroll.
What is no way?
Buy tickets.
Just click buy tickets.
Yes. You're silly.
And it's going to take me to buy the ticket.
Yes.
Look at that. I tell you what, I love this marketing team. You guys are such animals, beasts. Make life so easy for people.
That's it. We want to remove the friction, bro. Remove the friction. That's right. Name of the game. Name of the game is remove friction. All right. Who's on tour too?
Sam Bean.
Saturday, January 29th, St. Louis. Look out.
Uh-oh.
Baby is on the move.
Yes. All right. Diamond Sam Bean. Now,
you have to pay at the door there. Okay. Tickets are $15. Pay at the door. He's not as fancy as his.
They're low tech. They're low tech on the tickets in St. Louis.
Yeah. All right. But coming back around, Mr.
HB, man himself
on tour. Yeah. You take this one, man.
He's going to be in not so hot Atlanta because it's not hot today, but he's going to be in Atlanta. Huh?
He'll warm it up.
They're warming up. And he'll warm it up. He'll make it hot. Yeah. Atlanta, Georgia, January 29, 10:30 registration, start time 11 a.m. Tickets $25 in advance, $35 at the door. Guests are free at the Hilton Garden Inn, Atlanta Airport. Tickets you can get tickets at boomonline.com. Also at
iBoomHub.
iBoom Hub. And this is, hey, I got to say this. Very rare opportunity to get people in front of Holton Bugs himself.
Oh, Kim Bean.
What'd you say?
She said, y'all didn't have to do us like that. I can send you Eventbrite today. Oh, all right.
Love it.
Sorry about that.
No, it's funny.
Shoot. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Get to Atlanta, everybody. Get to Atlanta.
Get to Atlanta. Get to ATL.
Yes.
What makes you so special, T. Gray?
You know what? What makes me so special is that I understand the value of a women's event from the queen bee herself, Lady Bugs, Earlene Bugs. I'm just going to tell you, there is something magical about the lady mentorship that she provides. And she, so, you know, I this is one of the things that makes our company special. When you have someone of this caliber who has lived this life over the past, 30 years now,
yeah, 100.
Right?
Yeah.
30 years of experience, 30 years of progress, 30 years of just developing, like, not born rich, but actually having gone through the journey, having gone through the evolution. And so from a lady perspective, event is going to be powerful. And I can tell you right now, ladies in particular, don't miss this event. This is tagged on to the beginning of our Accelerate weekend in Houston. It actually you could consider it as day one of Accelerate. And that's on that Friday. You need to make sure you get here and that you are in that event. Journals ready, minds open, ready to learn how to go to another level, not just as a builder, but as a woman. So get your tickets.
Yeah. And my wife, Debbie, she's been to all of Erlene's events, and it's life-changing. And she even tells me it's transformative. There are people there, there are ladies there that get impacted so much, that it just, brings out some tears, and it impacts them in a way that is going to stay with them for the rest of their lives. So yeah, it's an incredible event.
Vita Wood changed her flight to make sure she could be at that event. That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful. Excellent. Yeah,
fire your boss. Hashtag success mama.
Where do you go? Where do you go to get those tickets? Iboomerangevents.com. Iboomerangevents.com. Also, we do have a page on iboomhub.com that'll take you right there.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah, we got it all. We got it nailed. All right.
All right.
What is going on in March?
Accelerate action. Or
All right.
Action.
iboomevents.com. So early bird live, over 70% sold out. Once they're gone, those live tickets, because we are limited. We are limited for space. And then the early bird for virtual is 49. So get your live tickets now. And that's March 12th and 13th. So the women's event is on the 11th. That's a Friday. 12th and 13th is a Saturday and a Sunday. Marriott Marquis right here in Houston, Texas.
H-Town, baby.
We had a planning meeting yesterday about Accelerate Action. Bro.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
What's going to be happening. But if everybody knew what was going to be happening, you would already have your tickets. Who has their Accelerate Action tickets right now? Who has it?
Me. I got one.
Chat.
I got it. I got my tickets.
You
All right, I don't need a ticket.
You don't count.
I got a lanyard.
You don't count, bro. Yes. Look at all this. Look at these folks.
Awesome.
Oh.
Bart Bartlett, he said he's booked and he's already packed and ready. He's got his suitcases by the door.
Yeah, right on. Perfect.
All right, cool.
All right, good deal. Good stuff. iboomevents.com.
Hey, listen, guys, here's another quick tidbit from our journals and what we call Growing Up Holton. One of the measures of a successful business is how many people you have on your team attending events. Yep. I want to throw out a challenge to everyone who considers themselves a leader. I want you to keep tracking your journal, how many people on your team attend this event, either virtually or in person. As a matter of fact, I'm going to dial it all the way back and say, if you consider yourself a leader, every single week, you want to keep track in your journal how many people you have at flight school.
Yep.
And you're like, how do I do that? How do I do that? How do I keep track? Well, teach your team, create a culture in your team where people report back.
Yeah.
Right. So for example, if you're brand new and you got 5 people on your team, that's easy. You can keep track of whether or not all 5 are on flight school. Right now, as your team grows and now you have leaders, you teach those leaders to let you know how many people they had on flight school. So maybe you have, of the group that you're working with, you have 5 or you have 10 people on flight school, and then you got 5 leaders. And let's suppose your 5 leaders collectively have another 25 people on flight school. Then now you can say, okay, I got my 10 plus my leaders 25. I got 35 people on flight school this week. And then when you get to the, and you want to watch that number grow each week. Okay. Then when you get to accelerate, you want to say, okay, I had 50 people, right? I had 20 that were there in physically, 35 that were virtual. When you have really big teams like these diamonds, now I can tell you right now who does this already. They grew up this way. They understand it. They get the science. It is Diamond, Sam, and Kim B. And I can tell you that they will be able to tell you exactly how many people they have at Accelerate, both physically and virtually.
Yep.
Right. I know someone else will be able to do that. Cesar Munoz. I know someone else will be able to do that. Daniel and Talita Camaro. Right. So let's let this be a discipline across the team. You start tracking your numbers, they will grow. Whatever gets measured. How does that saying go? Whatever gets tracked and measured, it improves.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like that.
It's something like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like the personal trainers that tell you to stay off the scale. Well, not why? Because you don't know if you're losing weight, right? So if you track and measure your progress, if you keep track of your numbers, it will grow. Thank you, Horace. Whatever gets measured gets done.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So here's the other thing too, accountability. When you're going to be doing a coaching session, here are the questions that you ask. Do you have a flight plan calendar?
Mm-hmm.
Are you signed up for the next event?
Mm-hmm.
What is your team doing?
Mm-hmm.
And how are they? And do they have flight plan calendars? And are they signed up for this event before I start the coaching session?
Mm-hmm.
That's
absolutely. Absolutely. Vivian Everett, thank you. You can't grow your numbers until you know your numbers.
That's it. That's the saying.
Yep. You got to know your numbers to grow your numbers. So when you start doing that, watch your business grow. When you start counting, when you start keeping track. Sam and Kim know from way back in. Sam, remember back in the beginning, you know how competitive we were? We were going for percent room. We were all trying to see if we could dominate the room. We'd be like, what percent of the room did we have? Sam and Kim were my business partners. And we're like, what percent of the room do we have? Right? I mean, it was friendly competition, but it was fun. But it was the reason that our business constantly grew, because we knew the numbers and we were constantly trying to beat ourselves.
Yeah.
If we had 50 last week, we wanted to have at least 55 this week, or 60 or more. So anyway, we got sidetracked, but that's how you got to do it. Kim sent me a text. She says you got to know your numbers to grow your numbers. Thank you, Kim. That's right. Thanks for reminding me.
Perfect. Excellent. You know, it's all coming back, bro. It's all coming back.
It's all coming back to me now. So it's just a song or something. I can't.
No singing. No
okay.
singing. No
okay.
singing.
I won't sing.
All right. Hey, also register for Accelerate Action. Yes, we are going to be doing recognition. You guys need to be recognized. So if you're going to be at Accelerate Action, go ahead and sign up for recognition. And again, you can go to iboomhub.com, right on the front page, just click the button that says recognition, and it'll take you to the recognition page. Yeah. Hey,
so Mark, we're getting a lot of questions about the flight plan calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we are, I think B Green is going to be getting some of those in. We've got to, we printed 2,000 flight plan calendars. Wrong. They were wrong. The company that printed them messed up. So we went back and we said, hey, all of these are absolutely wrong.
Okay.
So you got to make them right. So we're getting 2,000 calendars.
Do you have an ETA on that?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
If I do, and I tell people what the ETA is, and then I'm wrong, I get.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. See,
Yeah.
I've lived that story. All right, guys. So here's what you can do in the meantime, in between time.
Yeah. Let's do what we did.
You can get a month at a glance calendar.
Yeah.
Right. So again, remember I showed you guys my calendar. I showed you guys my calendar last week from 2006. So, or what you can do is you can go to your calendar on your computer and you can print out some months.
Yeah.
And you can use that in the meantime until you get your flight plan calendar. All right. Yeah. Because winners do what? They find a way.
Yes. They
right.
do.
So your leaders, I can tell you right now, the Camaros, Luis and Fernanda, Cesar, all your leaders, Johnny Wimbrey, these guys are doing game plans, right? David Hunt, these guys are doing game plans. Tommy Johnson, they're doing game plans and helping. They're meeting with the people who are serious and helping them put together a success plan for the month. But they won't do it for you unless you have a calendar. Now, they actually have two requirements. You got to have your calendar and you have to have your group drawn out. But we're going to do a training in the next few weeks where we teach you how to draw out your group so you can meet that second requirement. Okay. So they may waive that group draw out while they teach you how to do it, but you absolutely have to have a calendar.
Well, and then the other thing too that you need to have is a ticket to accelerate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a game plan for somebody who doesn't have a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not going to coach anybody that doesn't have a ticket.
Yeah. Why would I do that? Yeah.
All right. Good.
Like deal. I'm gonna give you a success plan and you're not going to go to the event.
Right. What's that?
How's that work?
Yeah, it doesn't work. All right, cool.
Now I got to tell you, you know who's doing game plans like absolutely crazy?
Who?
Jackie and Jayla Pippins.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we had such a good time, reviewing that, and they have a team on fire, and I want to tell you what's happened. Right, this is so cool. They have, not only are they doing game plans with their team members and crushing it, but they have instituted a right now discipline in their team. And so they have had presentations where a person signed up and immediately they're asking that person signed up on spot, right? And what they're saying is, okay, how do you want to make your money? Slow or fast? The person says, I want to go fast. I go, okay, pull out your phone. Who can we invite to the next meeting? Right. Jayla even had somebody, they said to that person, hey, we're going to do a private meeting for you, a Zoom, 2 hours from now. You need to have at least 2 people on there. The lady got 2 or more people on there. Somebody signed up on the spot. They did the same thing with that lady. So imagine this, you sign up someone who signs up someone who signs up someone all on the same day that the first person signed up. That's what they're doing now. And so hats off to J&J Pippins, Trey Harris, and all those guys as well.
Yeah, perfect, beautiful. You know what's up next?
The man himself.
The man himself.
Where is he at? Is
Monster. The sponsor monster himself.
The sponsor.
And you know what? This guy right here, 40 people. 40. What?
40.
And you know what? He's got his ticket to accelerate. Yes. So come on and join us, Mr. Avinash Nagamah, sponsor monster.
Hello. Thank you.
Bro, I don't know why I get so excited every time I see you, man.
Man, listen, I'm buzzing off your excitement right now. You know, this flight school was incredible. And I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely fired up. I can't wait for the event that's coming in March, Accelerate Action. It's going to be a big event.
Yeah.
Man, it really is. David Romero in the Zoom chat is super excited to see you, Avinash. He says, Woohoo! It's Mr. Avinash, Sponsor Monster. He's the Godzilla of Sponsorilla.
Oh, all right. Hey, you know what? Give us what it is that you did to become the sponsor monster.
Yes, we are getting out of the way of greatness. Do your thing, brother.
Fantastic. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to be here and welcome everyone. Let's go and put a 5 in the chat for Mr. Tigray and Mr. Kifkart for the incredible job that they do every single Saturday on Flight School. So both on Facebook and Zoom, let's give them a 5 so we can, really appreciate the work that they've been doing. And before we get started, I also want to say and share my gratitude to the Buggs family, Mr. Holton Buggs and Ms. Arlene Buggs, our CEO, and as well as for this opportunity to be part of this community, this culture, to be able to share this panel here today and share this training with you guys, right? So with that said, my name is Avinash Nagamah, originally born in Mauritius. I currently live in London for the past 22 years. And I'm really humble as a Diamond Ambassador. I'm really humble to be here to share some of this training. Yes, sponsor monster. For me, here's the key. It all starts about wiping the slate clean. That's where it all starts. Wiping the slate clean. So it almost reminds me of the movie Karate Kid. With wax on, wax off. It's really getting rid of all the baggage, the excess baggage, getting rid of the excuses, getting rid of all the limitations. There's a saying that says we are living in the feeling of our thinking. Let me repeat that for you. We are all living in the feeling of our thinking. You think of something good, think of the greatest moment of your life. You feel a great energy, you feel positive, you feel good. Next second, think of a bad moment of your life, a moment that you don't like. Think of the impact of COVID, think of anything negative. Suddenly you're cringing, your body language changes, and you can't produce the same results because your whole system is now in negative mode because we're living in the feeling of our thinking. So like I said, it's time to wipe the slate clean, absolutely clean. We've got to get rid of those limiting beliefs. We've got to get rid of the excuses. And everything I'm going to share with you today is based on my own experience. In fact, it's based on mistakes after mistakes after mistakes after mistakes that I did. You see, we all grew up learning that, being taught that we should learn from our mistakes. Absolutely. But it's much better to learn off the mistakes of someone else so you never have to make those mistakes yourself. See, most people here, I'm just checking on Facebook, make sure things are okay, fantastic. Most people is like living in the past instead of learning from it. And that's where all the excess baggage comes from. And that's when we start making excuses. That's when we start making excuses before we even try. As someone who's doing this part-time, this amount is okay. This result is okay. As a parent, as a single parent, this is okay. Being so young or being so old, this is okay. We already start putting limitations on ourselves. And I know some of you are thinking, what is this got to do with sponsor monster? It's got absolutely everything, because if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't get rid of those bad habits, of those negative emotions, you can't be the real sponsor monster that you can be. See, I've done the 2020 plan on a few occasions. In fact, this was the third occasion. And each of those times, I've had very, very different results. See, the first 2020 plan was a 90-day period and goal achieved. 40 people in 90 days. The second 2020 plan, In 90 days, I got nowhere near the 40. And then towards the end of last year, I was blessed and humbled to be able to do 40, the whole 2020 plan, pretty much in less than a month. Why were the results so different? It was the state of mind. It was the level of belief that I had myself. See, like I said, people are living in the past instead of trying to learn from the past. And one of the biggest challenges, everyone is wishing for a great future instead of working for a great future. You know, it's like those people who want to win the lottery, but don't play the lottery. I want to give a shout out to our Black Diamond, Mr. Johnny Wimbre and Miss Crystal Wimbre, for something that I've learned from him. Where you are right now is perfect for where you want to get to. Where you are right now is perfect for where you want to get to, as long as you get rid of those excuses. See, how was I able to do 40 people in 1 month? That's not important. I will share that with you, but I will share it from A to Z with the mindset and what I did. But the most important part is, now that you know someone has done it, you know it's possible. And that reminds me of Roger Bannister. Some of you may or may not know Roger Bannister. So in the 1940s and 1950s, there was this great debate about, was it possible to run a mile under 4 minutes? See, the best time stood at 4 minutes and 1.3 seconds for many years, from 1945 onwards. And so many athletes attempted to break that 4 minute mark. And it came to a point where studies showed that at that point, it was physically impossible for someone to run the 1 mile in under 4 minutes. It was impossible. And here he comes, 1954, Roger Bannister comes up with a plan. A plan. You see, he planned the future. He wasn't wishing for the future. He was working for the future. He came with this plan where he was going to have a pacemaker running in front. And then he's going to have a second pacemaker. And for the first half, his first pacemaker run at a fast speed. And then came the second pacemaker, who took him a little bit further at a great speed. And people, doctors, scientists were starting to say, if he maintains this pace, there's no way, because they've done scientific research. They believe so many people had attempted it, it was literally impossible. And they were saying, if he maintains this speed, this rhythm, his heart could stop, his heart could explode. And here he goes. Everyone for years and years has been trying to wipe that 1.3 second off a mile, just 1.3 second, and wasn't able to. And here comes Roger Bannister in 1954. And with his strategy, with his plan, he goes and do it. He breaks the 4 minute mark. Great story. But you see, the greatest story is the minute he done it, within a few weeks later, more athletes started breaking the 4 minute mark. Now, today, we have hundreds and hundreds of athletes who have now broken the 4 minute mark. And where people believe it was impossible to wipe 1.3 seconds of that best time at the time, today, the new record stands at over 17 seconds faster. See, all it takes is for one person to do it so that people have more belief. It's not all about just taking notes. It's great to take notes. As they say, note takers are money makers. Yes, absolutely. But see, what happens to you, that's 10%. It's what you're going to do of it. It's what you're going to do of it that's going to define the level of results you get. Are you going to put it into action? Are you going to write notes from today's session or from the event that you've been, the last event, and take it home and put it away and never look at it again? I was guilty of that. I know some of you are. Well, taking notes is great. Going back to the notes is much greater. But applying what you learned from those notes that you took is what's going to get you to where you want to get. Right? Before you become a sponsor monster, once you wipe the slate clean, you need to know your purpose, your why. See, the path is the easier part because we have incredible leaders, not just like Mr. Holton Bubbs, not just like Mr. Johnny Wimbrey, but we have incredible leaders like our Blue Diamond, like Mr. Cesar Munoz, like Martha Ermias, who's setting the path for us to follow. We don't need to go and reinvent it. The key before the path is knowing your purpose, knowing your why, your goals, your dreams. Are you prepared to face challenges to get to where you want to be? See, no one achieved their goal, no one achieved their dream by having a road with no obstacle. But getting to actually how to go and sponsor those many people, like I said, the first thing now, you know it's doable. The 2020 plan, a 90-day is doable. Even in 30 days is doable because now you've seen it done. But are you prepared to do what it takes? Are you prepared to get rid of the excuses? Because we know the excuses. I know the excuses. I was the excuse because I was so full of them. Before I failed, I already had 10 excuses ready why I'm going to fail, especially in this industry. Before someone asked me why I didn't have anyone at the event, I already had 5 answers ready. That was before I even invited people. I had excuses ready in preparation of failure, as opposed to focusing on the positive and putting in the work. See, many of you say, I don't have the time. But you watch Netflix. I don't have the time, but I go to a birthday party. I don't have the time, but I go and meet my friends for a drink on Fridays. I don't have the money to make sure I stay active. We've just been taught how to stay active. I don't have the money, but you have money for a new iPhone. By the way, there was a little debate about iPhone and something called Samsung. I'm not too sure what that is. Tigre, make sure to message me. Let me know if that's from like Mars or which planet is that from, because I know iPhone, you know, it's a great tool to have. Just kidding, guys, just kidding. I don't want to get into that debate. But hey, back to seriousness. People have $1,000 or $2,000 to pay for a new phone, a new pair of shoes, a new bag, a new vehicle. But you don't have it for your own business. You have it to buy something that's going to depreciate in value from the moment you buy it and every second after that. But for your business, you're hoping, wishing, praying for instant gratification. You want the results now. You got to sow the seed right now. You got to sow the seed. And how you sow the seed is wiping that slate clean. And once you've done that, go to what you already know. You see, I'm going to go through step by step here of what to follow, what I did. And you're going to look and say, I know that. So and so train on that. I knew this. Someone told me this. This person told me that. The question is, have you been applying it constantly and consistently? See, I want to know, and I'm gonna open my Facebook as well because I want to know, right? I want you, if you're ready with me together, not just you, not just the other person, not just your upline, not just your downline, you, me, and all of us together here. Are you prepared to wipe that slate clean and have that tunnel vision towards your goal to really start putting the work, to focus on what needs to get done, not just learning it, not just writing it, but applying it? See, 10% of our results is based on what happens to us, but 90% is based on what we do of it, how we respond, how we react. You took notes, that's 10% towards your result. What you do of those notes is 90%. You attend the event, you were in the event at Dubai, fantastic. What did you do after? What commitment did you make in Dubai that you followed on and you held on to and you applied? See, I want to know in the chat, are you ready to wipe the slate clean? I want to go ahead and check this in the chat. I want to see who we have who's really ready, because I can tell you, the people who are saying they're ready, they're the people who's also got their ticket for the next event. They're probably the ones who are also in Dubai. These are the people who are committed. And without commitment, there are no results. Awesome, awesome. I'm seeing the chat light up. So I think we're good. We're good to carry on, right? Now, the first thing we're gonna do, gosh, we know that, make a list. But here are some of the mistakes I made in the past. I kept hearing, make a list, make a list, make a list, make a list. And in my mind, I was like, hey, listen, I can remember the people that I need to call. I've got them on my phone. I don't need to write it down. Why would I waste time? See, I was trying to reinvent the wheel. I was trying to reinvent the wheel. No, you've got to make that actual list. How many people in the list? That's up to you. You know, that's up to you. We teach, there's different ways we teach this, whether you want to go fast or slow, 25 people, 50 people, 100 people in the list, but that's the minimum. Well, here, let me ask you a question. As a matter of fact, can you please look in the mirror and ask yourself that question? Are you here for the minimum results or for the maximum results? Do you want minimum success or maximum success? And please, if you're going to say maximum, then forget doing the minimum to achieve the maximum, because that does not exist. That does not exist. So if you've been told by your upline, your mentor, your coach, whoever that is, to do 50 people in the list, that's the minimum. Make sure you do 100, 200, 300, 500, whatever the maximum may be. Don't judge anyone. Put absolutely everyone in the list. See, I done that mistake. I was judging people. Now, for their age, they won't be interested. For their financial situation, they won't be. Sometimes it was they don't have enough money, they won't be interested. They have too much money, they won't be interested. They are too young, they won't be interested. They're too old, they won't be interested. They're educated, they won't be interested. They're uneducated, they won't be interested. Remember, we start giving excuses in preparation for failure. No more. We wipe the slate clean. Let me tell you this, and I can vouch for leaders and the leaders of this industry. It's exactly the same. Most people in anyone's team are people that they met after starting in this industry. As a matter of fact, I have no one, not a single person in my business today that I've known before I started in this industry. What does that tell you? That tells you two things. The people you know right now, before you started in this industry, may not be with you for the long term. So that's two important things. And I want you to think of this. I want you to think of this little game or sports, may call it at school, that we used to play, the tug of war. You know, when you're tugging on the rope, there's two teams on two sides. Here's what happened to me. February 2016, I joined my first network marketing company, my first exposure, my first experience. And I was so excited. I didn't make the list because I had a phone. First wrongdoing. And then I prejudged most of the people, so I never got in touch with them. Here's why. Because I thought, I'm so excited about this right now. This is going to change my life. I'm going to become the next millionaire within a few weeks, within a few months. And I'm like, everyone in my family, my friends, my close friends, my neighbors are going to jump on this just like me, as excited I'll be. So it was almost like a tug of war. I call it a tug of war because you know what? When you join, it's like you grab that rope. I grabbed the rope, ready to go. Wasn't coachable, didn't do things the way I was told, but I was ready to go. They say, make a list. I checked on my phone. I was like, I know who I need to call. They say, call people. I start tugging on that rope, pull, 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 pull. I'm calling people. Invite them to events, invite them to webinars, invite them to Zoom. Pull, 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 pull. I'm doing the work. I'm pulling. I'm tugging on that rope. My warm list, my family, my friends, they're all invited. Guess what? I later realized that all the people, the warm list, the family, the friends, parents, siblings that I thought was going to be behind me, tugging on that rope in my team, guess what? They were on the opposite side, pulling against me, tugging against me, telling me why I should not do this business, telling me why I should not be in this industry, one of those things. Like Mr. Bugs likes to say, they tell you they got you, didn't they? So I want you to be physically, mentally prepared for that. That your warm list, your family, your friends, they are your practice list. The people that you're going to meet on this journey, from jumping into the industry, from now having a different mindset, having a different perspective, is really who's going to become your long-term business partners. But that means you need to keep growing that list. You see, you don't make a list of 200, 500, whatever the maximum is, and you say, that's it, you work. You start networking on purpose. Everyone you meet on your day-to-day, you need to find a way for them to go on your list. Find a way to connect. Find a topic of conversation that is mutual, that you both have an interest in. All it takes is a minute for you to turn a cold prospect into a warm prospect. Find something, a common topic that you both have an interest in. See, one thing I want to touch on before I move on to the next thing is edification. Edification, because when you're building that list, the edification starts already. In every way, in any way. If you mention your business partners, don't just say, yeah, I'm working with an incredible business partner. That's no, edify. What have they done? What's their accolade? Who are they? What value do they bring? Whatever it may be, the truth. But edify, edify, edify. Because here's the thing. If you met someone randomly at a restaurant and somehow you start talking and they also support the same team, whether it's NFL, whether it's NBA, whatever it may be, you have a common ground. And they start talking to you about someone in their surrounding, and they're constantly edifying that person. You know, that's the person that really got me interested into NBA because they have connection with NBA players. They're very often in a box, you know, at the Staples Arena, whatever it may be. You see, you're already growing an interest in wanting to know more about that person. What do they do? Who are they? How did you meet them? Well, if you know that that's the case, you've got to do that in reverse. You've got to constantly edify. And that's a big part of our business. We get taught this by at every single event. There's talks about edification. Edify all the time. Edify your business. Edify what you do. Edify your upline. Edify your downline. Edify your crossline. Whatever way the topic of conversation comes, you're always edifying. Now, if you're going to be mastering the actual list, you're going to keep growing your list. You're going to be prepared that people are going to say no. Well, the best thing to do, stop chasing the yes. You want to do a 2020 plan? Fabulous. You want 40 people in 90 days. Well, what has your previous ratio been? How many no's do you go through to get a yes? For some of you, maybe 5, 10, 20. Some of you, maybe 50, whatever it may be. Let's use 20 as a hypothetical example. If I know I go through 20 no's to get a yes, and I want 40 signups, Simple. I need 800 people on my list. Guess why? Because I'm going to start chasing the no's. If I'm chasing the yes, every no puts me down. It's negative. If I'm chasing the no's, every no tells me I'm closer to a yes. Focus, target your no's. How many no's you need to get to reach your 40 sign up, to reach your 10, whatever your target is. You want to have 10 signups in the next 90 days? Brilliant. And your ratio is 20. Every 20 you speak to, you present the business to, you get one. Well, fantastic. You know that you need to make sure you show the plan to 200 people. And you get the first no? Brilliant. Second no, 10th no? Brilliant, because you know every no brings you closer to a yes. Whereas if you're chasing the yes, every time someone says no to you, rejection, rejection, rejection. Like I said, we're living in the feeling of our thinking. And every rejection starts creating doubts in your mind. Every rejection starts making you think and feel of a time of before in the past where you felt rejected. And because of that, you gave up. Because of that, you didn't have the success that you were looking for. And that starts playing in your mind. See, I targeted the no's. I targeted the no's. You know, I'm just checking if I've got the right book here, and I think I do. And there's a reason I'm looking at that, or maybe I don't. I made a list of over 700 people when I decided I was going to go and do a 2020 plan. 700 people. Now, once you do all of this, for me, it's super, super important, is mastering the invite process. And that is quite broad because the edification is part of your invite process. See, I remember I used to phone people, and again, we learned this, you've heard this before, and I'm already edifying the business from the word go. Hey, John is my friend. We talk on a regular basis. Suddenly I'm like, hey, John, would you have a couple of minutes where I can chat to you, but I need your undivided attention. If you are distracted right now, I can't talk to you. John is like, whoa, this is something important. What did I just do? I just edified, because now when I actually talk about the business, when I actually invite them to see the plan, I've already started edifying the business. And that's all I did. I phoned people and phoned people and phoned people and phoned people, showed the plan, invited, but edification was constant. You know, I'm not going to go into details how to invite. We've got the training out there for that. If you're not subscribed to the Vault, some of you may not even know what it is. Please make sure you go and subscribe to the Vault. You see, the Vault is like your tool. Imagine a carpenter trying to build a house, but they have no tools. That's not possible. You're trying to build a business, a future, a legacy. Well, that's one of the tools you need to have, like the flight plan calendar. So make sure you go and subscribe to the Vault if you do not know what I'm talking about, because you will find the detailed training on each of those points I'm touching base on in the Vault. But you need to master that invite process, include the edification. You know, here's the secret. How many people do you want to invite to the next event, to the next presentation, to the next Zoom, to the event coming up in Atlanta? Whatever that number is, take that number, multiply it by at least 2, ideally 3. Let me say this again. Whatever number of people you want to show the plan to, you want to invite to the next event, to the next Zoom, take that number, multiply it by at least 2 or 3. That's the number of people that need to say, yes, they will attend. You want 10 people at the next event? Don't get 10 yes and say, you've got it. Ain't gonna happen. Take it from me. Ain't gonna happen. Take it from all the leaders of this industry. Ain't gonna happen. No matter how much you master the invite process. no matter how many, you have to ensure you want 5 guests to turn up, have 10 to 15 confirmed. Law of averages, that's the way it works. Now, once you invite those people, they come and see the event, show the plan at the event, or they come on a Zoom, or you do a one-on-one. During the invite process, this is what I did. I already booked my follow-up. So if I invited someone to come and see a presentation that is happening by one of our incredible diamonds, by the way, let's put a number 1 in the chat for all the diamonds and elite diamonds, for their commitment, for the work that they do, for the dedication, traveling from city to city to city to support you and your teams, doing Zooms, doing presentation, doing morning inspiration call. Let's give them a number 1 in the chat as a recognition to all the diamonds, because everything I'm sharing with you right now, that's what those diamonds did to get here. See, during the invite process, I already booked my follow-up because I want to know how serious they are. I'd be like, okay, so here's the thing. You're going to come on this Zoom at 7:30. Here's what I need you to do. Please get on the Zoom 5 to 7 minutes early and message me to let me know you are on. Because you see, the people I'm working with, I cannot guarantee that you're qualified to work with them, but I want them to know you're serious. And in doing so, what I will do, if you can let me know that you will be available after the call for 10 to 15 minutes, I will see if I can grab one of those speakers, grab the attention or the time of one of those presenters or whoever I've edified to come and say hello to you and maybe answer a couple of questions. See, I've already set up the tone of what's going to happen after the call. I've already edified so much that it doesn't matter what they feel on the presentation. They already want to get on that call and just be able to, rub shoulder with that person, to hear from that person, to be able to say, wow, I was on a call with that person. Why? They don't know who they are. It's the edification. Now, during the follow-up, as they say, there's a saying that says the money's in the follow-up, right? You need to master one thing about follow-up. You may do follow-up by yourself. You may do follow-up by setting up freeway calls, whichever way you do. But when you do the follow-up, some of you may do it as a freeway call. Some of you may do the follow-up and leave the freeway call as your backup. That's okay. It's great. But if you do the follow-up yourself, you need to be prepared for objection handling. You need to be prepared for objection handling. You should be able to handle any objection. Again, those training are available. They are ready in the vault. Make sure you're subscribed. And what I used to do, I used to read and listen and learn about different ways to do objection handling. I was listening to Mr. Bug's training on objection handling, to the notes I was reading from our Black Diamond, Mr. Johnny Wimbre, and that's what I did, and I used that, and I tell you what, they worked fantastic well. I had people who said, I am already happy in my company, but they joined. I have people who said, I don't have the time, but they joined. I have people who said, I don't have the money, but they joined. I even have people who said, I don't like these things. It's one of those things. They joined because of what I was able to learn from our leaders in this company. And you learn these at events. You learn these on the Zooms. You learn these on flight school. So if you're not at the event, imagine how much you're missing. That's your tool too. See, I've never missed an event in Ibüümerang that I qualified to attend. Never. Nada. So you do your objection handling or you do your freeway calls, both works absolutely fine. And that's what I did. But if I want to take it out of context, what I did before launching that 2020 plan was wiping the slate clean, was getting rid of all those doubts, getting rid of all those, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the time. I got rid of all of that because I realized one thing. And I thought, a year later, 5 years later, 10 years later, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, when I look back at this opportunity, do I want to look at it and say, I wish I had tried to give it my best? Or do I want to say, I gave it my best and those were the results, irrespective of the level of success you have? Irrespective of the level of success you have, it is said that mankind on their deathbed will only regret the opportunities that they didn't take and didn't give it their shot at, but never something they tried and failed at. Say that again. It is said that mankind on their deathbed will only look back and regret on the opportunities that they didn't take, on the opportunities that they didn't give their best to, as opposed to anything they tried and did, but never worked, or didn't achieve the supreme level of success that they're looking for. So I decided I was going to be one of those that will look back and say, I gave it my best. I'm giving it my best, and I will keep giving it my best because I'm fully committed to making sure that this business is going to create success, not just for me, but for my team, for my organization. So with that said, I want to say thank you once again to Tigray and Mr. Kifgard for hosting this call, hosting this platform, to our CEO and founder, Mr. Holtenbugs and Ms. Arlenbugs, for the opportunity to come and share this with you. And I'm pumped. I can't wait. I wish like Houston was like this week, Accelerate Action. So I want to just say thank you to everyone for being here, for listening, to all our diamonds, our elite diamonds, for all the support that they do. I'm really grateful. Thank you very much.
You are the sponsor monster, bro. We love that. That training was absolutely powerful. And I love the angle that you came at it from, because the way you become a sponsor monster is you got to get this right first. Yeah. And we appreciate you for that.
Perfect. No comments, just speechless. And tons and tons and tons of notes in my notebook. So thank you so much, Mr. Nagamah.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, it's picture time. Hey guys, get ready for your screenshots. Here we go. Yeah. We've got Diamond, Avinash, Nagamah. Here we go. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, if you didn't get it by now, you ain't gonna get it.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Yes. All right, well, we had an amazing training day.
Look, oh man, you missed it.
Oh, I'm watching it. I'm seeing it. That's crazy.
You saw it. Sweet. That was awesome. The stars party was complete. That was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody who gave stars today, thank you so much. The BÜM Foundation, thanks you so much. Your stars go to the BÜM Foundation and help take care of children. Help children get the nutrition that they need in order to thrive. So thank you so much, Mark. What a great training today.
That's it, man. Yeah, the chats were lit on Facebook and Zoom, and it feels good to do this.
Yes.
I just feel it inside. It's just warm in my heart.
Yeah. I'm glad it's warm in your heart because it's not warm outside. But hey guys, if you feel like, just keep commenting on this even after the thing is over on Facebook. If you feel like we are dialing up flight school and giving you more value, make your comments, let your teams know. Yeah. Figure out how many people you had on this week's flight school. Come back with more next week. We love you guys, and that's it.
Love you guys.
Accelerate, 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 accelerate.